All right, let me know if you can hear me. It should be fine. Hello. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Okay, perfect right now. All right, so good morning, everybody. Good morning, Joe, Greg, Shadow, Ty, Felix. Morning, Rome, Vic. All right, so we're gonna start looking at small caps and big caps. What did you trade today? I would like to know, Terry, Charu, Shadow, Felix, what did you trade this morning? Vil, good morning. Marcus, I can ask Marcus what he traded, but I believe he traded Tesla. So Charu traded ES, Shadow traded SPY, another trader traded ES. Okay, so we're gonna put Bookmap on SPY. Joe traded Shop, AMD. Then we had other traders that traded BTC. Other traders seems trading small caps. Okay, so let's start with SPY. So first of all, market this morning gave a major fail, and then we had a bounce in the morning. So I'm looking at ES and all of this. ES, Qs, SPY, NQ, they gave a morning dip and then a bounce. I'm gonna look traders into, first of all, the top list of today. So I'm looking always at the scanners. What we have, what is actually up today. So I'm gonna bring this up. I'm using over here JTrader, and I'm looking for the main gappers. So main gapper this morning is COHR. We have a 6 billion company. So gap up today. And we have the news over here, processing heads for precision welding at high speed in EV applications. So EV sector, right? News on the EV sector. Nice big push this morning from 46 to 52, but it's not something that I traded usually. So I'm not really looking into this. LI, I traded this in the past. So we had a news over here on the 12th. Investment in surge battery metals. So again, batteries over here. Dip this morning on the over push. XSM, we traded this in the past. Light. I traded Oracle. We had today's Oracle and Shop over here. So a lot of these stocks are gapping up. Often you will find EV sector, AI sector, tech sector as well. So the market is running lately. We're having ES uptrending the last weeks, Tesla uptrending the last weeks. Actually, Tesla made a big bounce from, we had an entry set up at 190s, a second one at 230s, and now we are simply at the 260. Now this morning we're a little bit of fading, but around 260s. We gave a first entry in the 190, if you know the system, and then we are talking over here on the second entry. Just this morning we're talking about the second entry. This we posted on the 8th of June, explaining the swing entry alert into the 224, and then we had another one around 244. This is the entry that we got. 226, perfect dip. So we're swinging Tesla, and now we're looking Tesla for 300. Okay, that is the main goal. Okay, let's start with Tesla then. Anybody traded this? Okay. Okay, let's look at Tesla this morning. Evaluation of Tesla. First, that we spoke in what we said in the previous weeks is that Tesla is pushing strong. The first main level of entry we had in this 180, 190. The second one came over here into the 220s. We had the break of consolidation just 2 days ago. This was yesterday, 13th of June. This is today, so we are dipping and pushing. Today we have the FOMC. So often I won't be trading on the FOMC. As this morning, for example, I didn't trade on Tesla. It's very rare I don't trade Tesla. I usually trade it. But I didn't trade just because we have the news. 5-minute chart and 1-minute chart are my way to go. And these are the levels that I had on my chart. So we can look at one main demand zone over here into the 244, another one in the 250, another one over here into the 255. So almost every single $5 number, right? One over here into the 260s, and another one over here into the 265. So every whole round dollar number, Tesla has a push and a pullback, push and pull back, push and pull back, push and pull back, second pullback to 255, and then pull back over here to 260. Now looking at Bookmap, we can see a big cup pattern. So personally, I'm not looking, as I said, to trade until the news today, the data today. What I'll be looking is going to be this area over here. If we have 265, the first setup would be that I'm looking for a breakout, and then I want to see a retest, and then I'm looking for a long over here, so in this area. This will be my A plus setup. The B setup would be that we push, we stuff, and we fail, so looking to short into this area over here, and looking for an unwind. So this is plan A, breakout and pullback. This is plan B, so rejection of a key level of resistance. And then I'm going to look also for plan C. Plan C is going to be a retest of this area and a push. So in this case, plan C is going to be a dip buy on this support. You can see this demand zone, and looking for that curl and longing over here. Is it clear, traders? This is what I'm looking for the data today. So I believe I can make it better. So I'm trying over here to draw a little bit better. The first one will be this one. The second one will be this. And the third will be this. So now we can write down over here plan A, plan B, and then plan C. Clear? So this is what I'm expecting today. Okay, I'm looking over here. If you have comments. Okay. Morning, Jack. So we have over here shadow anyone in GME, nice fader so far. X17, BV is gonna zombie run. Yes, V buddy, we have forecast today 86%. This is a fader, and I mean, we can share what the team did. So we are essentially short on BMV, and I believe another trader. This is Tesla. This is Google. This is another trader over here in the room. So waiting for the major supply area, shorting the backside of the move, and then holding over here for more unwind to the $1. So our main target over here this morning is going to be the $1. BWV, as we said this morning, I think we were pretty biased. We only shorted, so analyzed this live in the room and said we're looking to short. We shorted this morning and Wisa. So those two mainly. Charlie is clear. Jack is saying, notice how all of his plans, he's not chasing these setups, the plan to get a good clean retest to confirm his price action plan. Correct. So one main point that I teach is not to buy on the breakouts. Because why? I've been hurt so many times. Every single time that I bought a breakout, it simply didn't work. It seemed like everybody was making money, but not me. Every time I used to short a breakdown, I was losing money. So what I started doing, I started to buy the pullbacks, right? And they started to work very good for me because they gave me a very low risk entry. And just this morning, we're looking at the pullbacks, like the one that you see over here on Tesla. So don't buy the breakouts, buy the pullbacks. Pullbacks give you a very low risk entry. This morning, let's look at the 5. There we go. This morning over here, we have a major level right now at 260 area, which is this level over here. The support is good. It bounced one time, second time, third time, fourth time over here. Until we hold this 260, we can think and look for a 265. We have another small consolidation over here. You can see this level, but I'm not gonna trace these small ones. So now this is gonna be my plan. And the second one over here this morning is gonna be this one. So what I'm looking is an entry or here or an entry here. Okay, so this is for Tesla today. Let's look at the next one. SPY. Let's check a 1 minute chart and see what happened this morning. So major uptrend even over here. Just like yes, we had a major dip this morning at 9:30, and then we started to curl back up. This is the open level, 9:30 over here, this open level, okay? One of the patterns that I trade often is a morning reversal. In this case, we had this morning open, and this breaks down often supports. In this case, we break down the pre-market support here. We start reclaiming over here the level of open. So we pass from red to green. And then once we reclaim the red, so we get green, over here we start curling. And you can see this if you analyze more attentively Bookmap, you can see that cup pattern, and then over here a secondary cup. So you have to know the setup. Okay, you have to know the setup. Doesn't mean that the market is fading off over here, you're gonna short. You have to know the setup. We can also put a 5 minutes if for many of you is easier to understand. But this is the picture. So we have a morning breakdown and push, and then all the way up. And over here we're gonna analyze this on Bookmap, because the pattern is this: it opens, it dips. You see they try to curl the first time, and then it dips again. This time we cannot reach the previous low, and then over here we start curling back up. We break finally this area. The previous resistance is here, so you can see that we touch it, we dip, and then we push back up. So what we see over here is simply the perfect cup pattern, right? Look at here, the first dip, curl back up, push up, cup, simply cut pattern over here, and then we start pushing to the upside. Nice, right? This is really picture perfect. This is sweet when we have these trades. And this was on SPY. So we had Tesla, SPY, and then this morning we had also Wisa, typical gap and crap. Anybody took Wisa this morning? Anybody? Okay, so let's look at some charts on Wisa. The setup was easy. I'm sharing what a trader in the room, a mentor trader, did. We had a stock which has history over here, history of fading. We had a stock which had a lot of time in the past, and I know pretty good how Wisa works. It gaps, it pumps, and then it dumps. So every single time, Wisa does the same exact thing. Now we just need this to, there we go. We just need this to give us the correct time of entry. And this was the last hour over here on Wisa. So we had the first major resistance at 215 and a second one over here around this area, 2205. Okay, and why we are looking at this area? Because you have to look at this. Look at where the stock started to bounce here and where the stock started to reject. Don't look at the last wick, of course, but you'll see over here started to reject. And the next area was this. So we had two major levels. Now, doesn't mean that you have all these levels. You're gonna simply short, 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 and this goes parabolic, and you're gonna lose all your account. No, this means that when we have the timing, and timing, we're gonna have it from Bookmap, you're gonna short. So in this case, you see that we had a 9:45. This is 10 o'clock. I reclaim of 190. So we got a short into this area over here, this level. And we had this big heat map over here giving the fader, right? So, sorry, giving the supply, telling that there was supply over here. And what we see is that once we breach the $2 level, I'm gonna zoom in, immediately we have a sell-off. Trendline break, sell-off. instantly. So the big seller jumped over here. Over here you can see where we sold the majority of the size, okay? So this is the backside. So you can add over here to your position, and then you start looking for lower highs. You can see this is a pretty good low risk structure. Another lower high, another lower high. So we have this distribution pattern, which happens exactly at this here. This is the distribution pattern, and then breaks down, and now we're looking for this to unwind. So in your, can look like a small trade. Sometimes you're looking at Tesla, you're looking for $6, $10, but over here you're looking for essentially something that from 195 you're looking to cover 160. So that's a nice 35 cents. So that's a pretty good percentage of this, okay? So many of these stocks will give you 20, 30, 40% even of return. And the risk is low because you're risking that previous high, you're risking this maximum 210. So you're risking 15 cents to make 35, 40, 50 cents. You're always looking for at least 2 till 3R. And now we can see the most important factor in all of this, that the volume is weak. I mean, there's no more volume over here, traders. There's no more volume, right? Look over here, no volume. No volume means failure. Okay, Paul buddy, see you after for the FOMC traders. Don't miss today the FOMC. So we have a question over here from the shadow. Traders asking, can you talk about position sizing based on SPY price action, please? Thanks. All right, so for me, as the question would be position sizing. You mean like an entry? So where to enter, or how much you should risk? Because that is, of course, on the percentage account you want to risk, is, of course, on the risk reward ratio that your system gives you. So let me know more so I can help you with the question. The second one of today is Google. So over here we had Google, and I want to share. I think this was a good trade from one of the mentoring traders in the room. Simply taking the perfect entry over here, exit, exit, exit. So scaling and entries and exits. So what we can look over here is how to enter in something like Google today and how to scale out. So this is Google, all right? We're gonna bring also Bookmap up. And the main point over here is to always look where there's an exhaustion, if you want to enter long, or simply wait that this goes red to green. So depending on the setup that you trade, this is the open. So we had this opening, wash, exhaustion downside, push back up, red to green, and now pushing. So this is our setup this morning. And what is the setup? Is an underover. Okay, an underover that happens in more than 30 minutes. So the first open over here, we have a major stuff, and then starts to sell off. Breaks this main support, unwinds, and then we form a spinning top over here. It's a spinning top bar, similar to a hammer, but it's a spinning top. We start over here, closing over here low, and then we start to break the side. And now at this point, look how it's important to read the price action. Start looking when we make our lows and our highs. So look over here, our lows and our highs. And you look on Bookmap, we have the major support. And then over here, we start making higher lows and higher highs. Strong volume. Now, it's getting lower over here, but strong volume in this push. Break the high of the day, right now, 124.60. And then we have the first main whole round along dollar number, 125. But good move over here. We've seen some good trade this morning from the room on this one. Let's go back on SPY. So let's answer the trader. So talking about the entire system, how to enter on exit or stop loss that I use on SPY would take, I would say, half a day. What can we analyze over here is Bookmap giving our key levels where we can enter. So again, traders, I'm always looking at key levels of the previous days. And this is the most important thing. You're an uptrend, so define, first of all, where's the trend. Define what is the key level. We have an important key level over here, which is this one. Because 3 times we tested, 4th time over here, also in pre-market. So this area is my key area. We test 1 time, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th. So this is an important area of support. Okay? So this morning when it's 9:15, 9:20, 9:25, we start breaking. Reversal bar over here. So we can look at this bar at 9:35. And then it start pushing upside. And as we were saying before, we want a long here on that pattern. We're going to risk the relative low. And then over here, calculating this is 1 hour. So 437.25. Risk over here, 436.50. So essentially 0.65 of risk. Then we'll need a risk reward ratio. So the take profit, the first one, is going to be at 130. So this per 2. And we want to take the first target. If you take that 130, so we're going to be around here. And then you want to trail at a certain point that even if it goes down, you still close your day with at least 1.8 2R return. But nice move over here. Very, very nice move. So let's wait now, afternoon, 2 o'clock for this. Okay, let's stay with BWV. So we're short in this stock. The setup we had this morning is one of the setup that we teach in the room. This is a stock that was perfectly traded. We got a short at 180. So this level over here. This is where we got short. And this is where we had the risk. For now, we're already having 4R return on this by average. And we're aiming to cover this everything at 1. So let's see the $1 over here mark. This is essentially what we had today. So short in this area, then this trader in this case had a lower risk, 180, so it was really risking 8 cents, so pretty good. Very good risk reward ratio. Now we're looking for that one. Okay. So I'm watching over here the stock. As we said, we're short. I'm gonna trace the fibs. Okay, so it's bouncing, and I trace the fibs in this way. We're bouncing from this 38% fib into the 50. So what I'm looking right now is a push to 150. Okay. So my plan is that 150, I'm gonna look for an add to the short over here on BWV. $150. Well done, traders, on Wisa for who was short. Well done. So BWV, for now we have no volume. We have a small supply over here, the major supply 150. Bookmap over here showing a wall of sellers 140, 45, 50, 55, 60. So we have ideally a push to this level and then an unwind. Waiting for this. We also have this stock going up. Gree. Exactly. This is an example of a trade in the room that trader we were saying before. So over here, the risk is between 10 and 15 cents, I believe. I think he put 15 cents. So he's taking over here 2R, and then the next R will be 140s. Very easy entry. Let's look at BWV. No, we didn't trade at MVIS today. We had only these three. pop on also on IVA. So a small pop over here on IVA. Amazon for now, not trading it, bounced today from down. Meta, not trading it. I'm not really looking to trade Meta until the FOMC. Again here, 275 breakout, pull back long, or fake out, so bull trap at 275 and short. Thank you, Tibor. Thank you, buddy. George, I wanted to read one thing that I wrote. And I believe that everybody that loves trading has hard times as well. Living through losing trades is an essential part of the journey to becoming a skilled trader. Embrace the process, make mistakes, and never stop learning. That's what all trading is about. What it means by that? When you are looking to become good, of course you're going to experiment, you're going to do errors, you're going to need to improve. So try to trade small until you're that consistent. If you're not that consistent, if you're not fully, I would say, consistent, but also confident in your setups, in your strategy, don't load the size. Wait to load the size only once you have everything, clear and under control. Otherwise, you're just going to lose money. So Wisa over here is still unwinding. We can get the 135 from Wisa. Wisa on XTP 135. So we're going to stay with that. So not much going on right now. Tesla, we need to wait. SPY as well. Wisa we're holding. BWV we're holding. Google, nothing for now. Yeah, still lower lows over here. Let's see. Let's put up Tesla. So we're breaking down. I'm going to put the 1 minute. We're breaking down over here these levels. So it doesn't have over here for now. It's not holding for now the support at 260, 259.50, 260. So what we can have is more rejection and fail. So ideally, this till here. We'll be waiting. Okay, this is our key area: 259 and 50, 260. So traders asking, what's your takeaway to build confidence while you're making small gains? This is a very important question. I really like it. Uh, Nail small trades on a daily basis. And this is very important. Small trades doesn't mean that you cut your wins too soon. Small trades that you become confident and you start to trust more your knowledge, your skills, and your strategy. And for me, this is very important. I mentor really a ton of traders in the last 6 years, and I've seen who became successful and who not. When you're trading, you have to be so confident in yourself before putting size, otherwise you will simply lose money. If you have doubts, if you are a person that has doubts in life, that is not self-confident, then trading will make this even worse. Because trading will test you. It's not something that everybody can do it. You know, one thing is to follow an alert, make a few money, like the trade that we said today on Wisa. I alerted the 194 or 193, 194 in the room, and I said this is a short, this is the risk, this is the target, and it went good, it paid. Okay, we were risking 1 to make 3. The point is that's easy because it was very slow. He had all time to get it, even a better price than what I alerted, and so on. And you can make, you know, the quick buck like that. But if instead you want to become a trader, a daily trader, a day trader, you trade every day, and you want to be good, then trading tests you in every single way possible, more than everything else. So if you want to build confidence, that's the only way that you're going to build size. You cannot trade size unless traders that, I mean, you know what you're doing, but you cannot put size unless you are super confident on your strategy. And how you become confident? When you see something that is working over time. But in the beginning, you're going to make errors. So the best way is to test your strategy small. Have daily small gains, even $20, $50. But every day you're proving that you're consistent, that your system works. If you do this over time, after 2 or 3 months, now you're going to say, okay, now I'm going to aim for $100 days. And then you're going to aim for 300 and then so on. So it takes time, but eventually when you start seeing that you're very good at, your confidence will skyrocket, your knowledge will be so much more than before, and you will simply start trading like you never did before. So small wins, small wins, small wins. Don't aim for the home run. Okay, small wins. It's very important. When I remember that, and this is, I mean, my mom is next to me. I started trading small caps 2016, 17. And it was like some years I stopped trading because I was trading the Italian market, was burned out. In the last podcast, or even with other guys, with Lance Bristin, we spoke about this. And I believe that when I got back, the first thing I wanted to become was successful again, like was in the European markets. And the first thing that I did was put the money in an account and lose money. So my confidence was at 0. And I remember that I joined, I believe, 7 chat rooms. I mean, from time to time, I still have friends in other chat rooms. So, you know, I joined them, we stayed together. Maybe somebody has to teach me something, I teach them something, that's good. But at that time, I knew nothing about small caps. And I believe that I joined so many chat rooms out there, everybody, even, you know, the whatever. And I mean, everybody was having a different strategy, you know, and some are even good, okay? I'm not saying all are bad. No, absolutely. Some are my friends, so. But they were not profitable for me. I couldn't trade them profitably. So I had to make a step back. And then I said, I want to become consistent. The first thing was really to open a small account, not a demo account, small account, and trade small. And I was trading in the Italian market, was coming from years before, where I was trading a lot of size. But you know, it's totally different. It's like if you play basketball, you're a superstar, and then you go play football, and you're nothing. You don't know even how to handle the ball. So you have to start from 0. And I remember that the beginning I was making $50, $100 a day. I would say, wow, this is good. But I want more. And then I remember that one day I sized up too much, boom, lost like half of account in about 2 trades. And that taught me to have these small wins. Small wins, small wins. In Italian market, I didn't have this because the system I was trading was very successful. It was a scalping system that I worked 30, 40 times in a day out of 50 trades. And it was like just using a lot of size for a small amount of percentage. So, you know, you do like 0.5% on an option called a warrant. 10 times in a day, 20 times in a day, of course you're going to make money, right? And I had a lot of size. I could not repeat that same strategy on the small caps. It was totally different. I basically made a similar system on the big caps, but it was too stressful. So I then started more to day trade and scalping. All right, so we have BWV, stick to 133. Trader is not doing anything. I want to ask over here, who is short on BWV still? I have a trader over here today by me. He's still short. I just posted the chart before. Lorenzo is still short. Also Wisa. Yeah, Wisa, we're in that 190, 195. That's the area we're short. But today was a slow day for, I mean, it was a good day, but it was a slow day. Not a lot of things on big caps. JJ is still short, good buddy. So I'm reading traders what in the room the traders are telling us, okay? So we all got short, so not bad work from the team, beauty. So to answer over here, traders, he said, Wisa, do you get out at the market open for a pop or keep your trades? So this is a good question. If you have a good average on the setup, hold. This is something that happened even to me. Let's say that we're short on Tesla, but our average is not that good. Let's say that we shorted over here this morning on Tesla before the open, okay? And this is the open over here. A trader is asking, if we have that kind of average at the open, you're still holding or simply getting out before then retrading? You have a pro and cons. The good thing is that, you know, it works. You're already in. You have no, you know, sometimes you miss this and simply drops, and this brings you just like a very good P&L. The bad thing is that it spikes and your order of stop loss over here doesn't get filled. So what to do? If I have a high average and we're open over here, just put the stop break even and stay in. But if I have an average, let's say I'm shorting here, and this is the open, so I'm just losing break even, what I'm going to do? I'm going to generally look at the previous relative high. So in this case, this is my previous relative high, and I'm going to risk a few cents above that. So I'm just risking a minimum. Of course, this could have pushed over here and then unwind. So I get stopped, and then if that's my strategy, I'm going to reshort it again. Let's see if we have anything else on the scanners. By the way, this traders is what we're having right now in the market. This is Tesla. And the alert that we had. The alert essentially is the system together, the arrow, the pattern. It's all part of the strategy. So nice move over here. The last alert we gave it over here in the swing. So this was the 8th of June. We gave it when the price was 224, 226, this day over here. This is the second entry that we had. So it was a bull flag again. Swing entry that you could buy here or here, and swing entry that you could buy over here. So this is a nice move, real nice move. And For me, the aim will be 300. We even covered this in the last week. What was the last week? I don't remember if it was the 7th. But we covered this in the last week as well. We gave that answer. We're saying that we're long on Tesla. So every week we're covering that. Wisa for more unwind. So Wisa over here, beautiful. What a fake out. What a fake out over here. Fake out is essentially this zone that you see. This fake out is a break of resistance, which happened at this level. It pushed, boom, wash, wash. What a beauty. Be careful because not anymore is above. So. Okay.
Yeah.
We have a stock that is extending over here. It's called Gree. Okay, let's look at Gree traders. So I want to check to trade what we have on Gree. I'm gonna put also Bookmap up on Gree. Let's check the daily chart. So the first key level is gonna be 340. Still time to go over here. 350, this area. First resistance 350. So Gree has, let's put over here. So I don't see any news on Gree. So Gree, no news. First of all, we have no news on this stock. Then we have a micro float. We have over here no SSR, low institutional ownership. Yeah, I don't see any news over here. It looks like a chat pump. If you see any news traders on Gree, let me know, but I don't see anything. The company has an ATM, has some cash left. So ATM, cash left, but very small cash. So looking to short. For now as a grinder, let's put a 1-minute chart. This went to parabolic before his grinding, so let's put up Gree. Gonna be interesting over here. So let's put up Gree. Okay, let's go Gree. Let's look Gree traders together. I'm watching the level of, as we said, 350 ideally. Let's put a Gree over here.
Yeah.
So as we said over here, we're looking at Gree. We have a stock with no news, micro float, long institutional ownership. We have dilution on, and I'm looking to short. The key levels that we said before are going to be ideally this 350. That is going to be my ideal key level. Even 3 we have a possibility, but the main one is at 350. So key level right over here, key level 3 and 350. Don't short front side of the move, which a lot of traders do. We need to nail the back side of here. Now this is going to be an extension play on gap, on pump and dump. The volume is around 400k per minute, sustained. Still pushing over here. This is a nice tape to look at together. You see it broke this resistance at $3. Let's put it here 1 minute. It's breaking the resistance $3, high volume, new bars coming in over here. 315 right now. We had this reversal bar over here 3, so over under. If you look, for example, at 5-minute chart, you can see that it's forming over here. It didn't complete, but it's forming a possible over here shooting star. We're gonna see if we're gonna have a setup. $296. So it broke down this $3. Start seeing some sellers, and now we have a little bit more resistance above. So form at 3. Fast over under of the 3, but it's still not the backside of the move. We just have over here the confirmation that at $3, actually that 307, which is a daily level, we have sellers. But we didn't confirm that level. Means that we're still our front side of the move. And this already before had these parabolic moves over here, you can see. So this is just for a scalp. Still not the confirm entry. By the way, 11:17. Any more questions? So in the room, we're gonna follow this, and we're gonna wait for the FOMC at 2 o'clock today. The shadow is asking, do you prefer to start small at front side or just wait until show weakness, then pull up the size? Sometimes, and this came from my main errors, I was starting small. And then when I start small, for me, there's no purpose in holding if it's going against me, because sometimes you add, and starts everything from a small entry. By the time you really have to short, you're down really a decent hole. So if I'm in the direction of the main trend, I can start. But if I'm front side, no, I don't start. This is still front side. And how we know it is still front side? We didn't see a lower high. Okay, so if I'm looking, for example, at something like this, BWV, you can see that over here, we had a high and then a lower high. So, and then we have a crack, right? So this is the backside of the move. But if you look at something like Gree, it's totally different. We're still like front side of the move. So even over here, a lot of traders think, this is the backside. No, it's still front side of the move until this is going to prove that it's going to be the backside. So this is stuff somebody can scalp over on the resistance. You can see the lower high with Bookmap over here coming down, but it's not more than a scalp. So I will never load the boat over there. Okay. I'm telling you this, buddy, because honestly, I made a ton of money in trading and I lost a ton of money instead with that kind of front side shorting. Okay, so very honest, lost a ton of money with that kind of anticipation theme. That's why I never do it anymore. win rate is much higher, really much higher. Risk reward is better. And I simply don't stay with, those front side moves that really kill me. All right, traders. So again, you want to trade with us, join Jtraderco. We're going to have soon a new course on future in stocks. It's going to be game changing, all interactive. We're going to cover so much more than we share every day in the room. For everybody else, see you next week. Also, I'm proud to announce that end of the month, we're going to have 5 days with Jtrader and Cobra Trading at Experience over here in Italy, the brokers together with us. So thank you for following. Love you all. Reach out if you need, and have a good day. Thank you. Peace all.